Hey, namaste everybody. I just thought I'd post a video. I've just got up about an hour ago, gotten washed and gotten ready. This video is going to be entitled The Irony of Life. You will completely get the title when I tell you the story. I'm going to give you the backstory to this. Okay, so I've just had... Yesterday was the best day that I've had. The best day that I've had the whole time that I've been here. Okay, as in ultra low pain levels. God, my pain was down to... It was down to what I would class as about 25 on the McGill pain score indicator. 35 is childbirth, 25 is like labour pains. But that to me is nothing. It's like broken bone pain. That to me is nothing. Now is nothing. It's like broken bone pain to me now, after suffering with CRPS in the chronic stage, is like bruising my arm used to be on the pain scale. So bear in mind, when I say 25, to other people that would seem more like 40, but to me it's nothing. So today was my best day that I've had the whole time that I've been in here, in this care home. And I get on the best day that I've ever had. This is the irony of life. On the most happy, the most best, the most... I'm always happy, you know me. Always happy. You know, even when I'm in agonising pain, I'm still happy. Always very positive. Always trying to help people. On the best day that I've had the whole time that I've been here, I get 2 or 3 separate people coming up to me and asking me if I'm feeling suicidal. I think what it is, I think they've heard that I've started a group or a playlist on YouTube called Surviving the Suicide Disease. And I think they must have gotten confused and thought that I'd started a group called The Suicide Disease. I don't know, I can only guess. I don't fully know their reasons. But the irony of life. So on the most incredible, blessed, most beautiful, spectacular pain... No, I'm not going to say pain-free. There's no such thing as pain-free with CRPS and FND. But LPD, it stands for Low Pain Day. Yesterday was the best LPD that I've had in the whole time that I've been here, which is 6 months. Been in care now for 6 months. Because I couldn't go back to my flat, of course. So I'm still looking for some kind of a suitable accommodation. That's wheelchair access, wide doorways, you know, all the bells and whistles, the kind of the low sinks, the low toilets. So yeah, on the best LPD, on the best day that I've had the whole time that I've been in here, I get people coming up to me and asking me if I'm feeling suicidal. There's the irony of life for you. Life can be very ironic, you know, but we need to learn to laugh at these things, because you can't take this seriously. You just can't take it seriously. I'm wondering if, I don't know, I might have just had a really good day yesterday, and last night I slept really well. I have been sleeping much better on a nighttime. I've noticed this. Not just a little bit better, I've been sleeping a lot better. The last few nights I've slept pretty much all the way through. I've waken a few times, yeah. Okay, so that's not, yeah. Waken a few times, but then falling straight back to sleep, which isn't something that I used to be able to do. I've been trying to work out what I've done that's different over the last few weeks, that it is enabling me to sleep better. And the only thing that I've done, the only thing that I've changed, is I've been cutting down my doses of dihydrocodone, one of my main painkillers, for quite some time now. Just gradually, really gradually, bit by bit, you got to do these things extremely incrementally. And don't ever let any doctor tell you, anybody who's been on dihydrocodeine or any other opioid painkiller, don't let any doctor tell you that they're forcing you to come down by 60 milligrams a week, which is what I've had before in the past. And I've ended up an absolute mess on the floor, barely able to even move, pouring with sweat and severe diarrhea and vomiting. Don't let any doctor tell you that you have to do that and that you have to go by what they say, because you don't. You have patient rates. You have something called the Patient Consent Act. Google it, the Patient Consent Act. I forget the year. I think it's in the 2000s, but it's called the Patient Consent Act. You have rates. You have more rates than you think. Just research patient rates with opioid drugs or any prescribed drugs, and you will see that you have more rates than you ever knew. The doctors won't tell you this, of course, but everything has to be under your consent. It has to be an agreement between you and the doctor. That means an agreement means both parties, not just the GP or the consultant. So I'm hoping, I'm praying that today is going to be another LPD, low pain day. So far, so good. I'm only in, like I said, broken bone pain, which used to be high for me. Now it's very, very low. Very low. Like I cannot even tell you. Broken bone pain to me, which is like 25 to 28 on the pain scale, is nothing. Nothing. So if I get a few days of this, my God, that'll be a good few days. And if I don't, then I just keep on keeping on, you know. I never let myself get my hopes up too much, because I've done that thousands of times in the past, and eventually it's too cruel. You stop doing that to yourself. You just live in the moment. You live in the present moment. When you can live in the present moment all the time, which I can honestly say now after all of this, I can live in the present moment always. In the present moment you will find bliss. In the present moment you will find joy. In the present moment you will find unconditional love for yourself and for everybody else. In the present moment, if you're not thinking about the past or worrying about the future, if you can stay present and mindful, you will know only the truth. Your truth may be different for you, but I certainly know what my truth is for me. And I know what my truth is for you. That you are a divine being, a spirit being of the great central sun, of the source. Call it God, call it whatever you want. You are an aspect of God, incarnate in human meat suits, these meat suits. And these meat suits sometimes go wrong. In fact, they will always go wrong. That's the human condition. But how you react to it is up to you. If you drift into the past, then you will look for things and dwell on things that you don't need to be looking on and dwelling on, that may bring your vibration down. If you wander into the future, you may worry and freak out about things that you don't need to be worrying and freaking out about. If you stay in the present moment, like I do now, always, then I promise you nothing, and I mean nothing, can bother you. And you will only find one thing in the present moment: your divinity. Okay, one love. Namaste.